Time love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good morning, Quentin. How are you? Wow, what a wonderful Monday. What a magnificent Monday. What a motivational Monday. Thanks for joining us today. Let me have my coffee. Zach, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I was in church yesterday and I was reminded of a story of my dad tells a story, and he says there was a fellow in Wilmington, North Carolina on a Sunday morning, and it was getting about 9 o'clock, and the fellow's mother came in and she told him, she said, listen, you need to get up. It's time to go to church. He rolled over and he was like, I don't want to go to church. She came back again. She says, come on, man, get up. It's time to go to church. You got to go to church today. He said, I don't want to go to church. All those stuck up people there and people who really, that's just not my kind of people. I don't want to go. As a matter of fact, Mama, give me one good reason why I should go to church today. And she said, well, son, you're the pastor. You got to be there. Anyway, folks, this Motivating Monday. Number one, isn't this year closing out fast? I mean, today is what, we're already into November, and I'm just amazed. It just seems like we were in September just a few moments ago, and now the year is like moving fast towards its conclusion. And so my talks are now really trying to help us be more effective in what we do between now and the end of the year. Because we know that at the end of the year, wherever we end the year is where we start next year. So if we end this year with procrastination, next year where we are right now. And so this is important. In order for us to create the life of our dreams, we must take action now. Now, our topics, of course, are covered on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And I want to invite you to our link tree. We have all sorts of goodies there for you. One, we have the wealth building audio, free gift, the principles of wealth building. So if you want to up your money game, and wealth is not only about money, but if you want to create wealth, more value in your life, go to our link tree, herbertharris.info, and get your free audio download, the secrets of wealth building. There's also a download to setting and achieving your goals download to help you close out the year strong. You know, it's never too late to make goals, to finish these next, really, we're under 60 days now, to finish these next 60 days most effectively to create the life of your desire. Hey, Lynette, thanks for joining us today. So be sure to go to our link tree, herbertharris.info, and look at some of the goodies we have there for you. And be a part of our group, be a part of our distribution list for upcoming ideas. Today, I want to take a topic from really the last chapter of the 12 Universal Laws of Success, and it's really what we call the epilogue. And then what it is saying is this: when we look at all that has been said and done, all the material that we covered in this book, it comes down to what you do each day. And so the topic is, today is yesterday's tomorrow. So whatever we are experiencing today is the result of our thoughts, our actions, our emotions, our relationships of yesterday. So today is the actual result of the effectiveness of your plan. If you fully utilized each and every hour available yesterday, then you have done all you can to maximize the possibilities for achievement, reward, and success today. I'm going to say that again. If you have utilized each and every hour available today, then you have done all you can to maximize your possibilities for tomorrow. On the other hand, if you wasted those precious moments of yesterday in frivolous, unproductive endeavors, your results will come in like fashion today. Also, the results of your previous efforts today contains the seeds of tomorrow's possibilities. So folks, what we're really saying today is it. The only time that you have in life is now. The past is not there. The past is the past. And the future is before you. If you're driving down the highway, the past is everything you can see in the rearview mirror. Can't affect your trip. Can't affect where you're going. In a way. But out that front windshield is the panorama of possibilities. And so today, where you are right now, embraces the opportunity to make tomorrow the way you want it to be. And so everything we do, every goal we have, every dream we have, every desire we have something that we can do right now today to make that desire, that dream, that goal manifest. Also, once today is gone, welcome, Sade. Thank you for joining us. Once today is gone, it is gone. So all of the opportunities that you have today to make tomorrow the way you want it to be, if you do not take advantage of those opportunities, they're gone. I know there's an analogy. I think there are 86,400 seconds in every day. And so if you imagine you are in a game, the game of life says this: you're given $86,400 every day. And all you have to do is to invest these $86,000 wisely. And whatever you invest in today, you enjoy the benefits of tomorrow. But at the end of the day, those $86,400 are wiped off your slate. So everything you do today is the key. Each day represents the results and proof of yesterday, of your previous endeavors. So you live with whatever you've created, but it also gives you the opportunity to create tomorrow. So don't be upset that you haven't done well. Don't be upset that you're not nowhere near the goals that you set out for last year. Don't be upset that disappointed with yourself because you didn't do it. Because if you stay in that mindset, that's like driving down the highway looking into the rearview mirror. You're not going to get anywhere. You may hit something. And so my message today is forgive yourself for past transgressions, past failures, past disappointments, and start today with a clean slate. Seize upon this day as the opportunity for change. So if you look at where you are right now, the question is, what important activities can I engage in now to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? one of the interesting things about life is we can get so focused on yonder that we don't pay attention to right here. And so we may have the loftiest of goals, but if we do not have a daily action plan, a daily method of operation, a DMO, that takes care of the things that must be done today, so that when we get to yonder, yonder is where we want to be. Seize each daily opportunity for change with a positive attitude and a definite plan. Your attitude is everything. If you seize the day with the attitude that the glass is half empty and it's going to get worse, guess what? It's going to get worse. If you start today without a plan, you don't have a list of things to do. It's like, I've heard people, I don't make plans. I don't make lists. I figure it out as I go along. Let me tell you something, folks. Test yourself. Take one day and make your plan and write it out, the things you want to accomplish. And at the end of the day, you can look at your list and see what you did. If you operate without a written plan, at the end of the day, try to remember what you did. And you'll find it's very difficult to remember what you did. Because if you don't have a written record, there's a reason businesses keep records. Because they have to know what they've done to know where they have to go and what they have to do to get to the next level. So let's continue. Put your daily plan into immediate action through continuous, effective work. Don't work a little while, well, I work until 12 o'clock, then I got to take a breather. Man, if you're swimming across the English Channel, you say, well, I've been swimming for an hour and a half, let me stop swimming. You're going to drown. So put your plan into continuous action, into immediate action through continuous work. You see, the law of results says this, that whatever seeds you plant today will surely manifest tomorrow. So if you plant inactivity, if you say, I'm just going to chill today, cool it, be cool. If you spend your day in frivolous, unproductive endeavors, the World Series just took place, and I only watched the last game. You know why? Because the other games really don't matter. It's whatever that last game, if it's the seventh game, but when I watch the games where somebody has the opportunity to win the whole thing. So, for example, the first three games I don't even bother watching. Okay? But that fourth game, I watched that one because that's a game. If in the first three games one team won, then that fourth game is the one where they're going to be playing their best to close it out, and where the other team is going to be doing their best to not be closed out. So I give it that. But look at how much time I've saved in watching three games that really didn't matter. So what I'm saying is this: be selective about your time each day. From moment to moment, you're confronted with the choice. What do I do with my time right now? Do I read a book or do I watch a soap opera? Do I get on the phone and start calling somebody who will generate some money for me? Quentin is on the line. Quentin is watching us today. Quentin he has a health insurance company that sells insurance to other companies. And he comes from a stockbroker mentality. And he was telling us in his interview about how when he got into the business, they had like call rooms where guys set up and all day, what they call it, dial for dollars. So all day long, all they did was dial for dollars. Because as long as you were dialing and calling somebody, there was a possibility that you're going to make some money. And so you have to treat each day like that. If you're dialing for dollars to make your living, how many lunch breaks are you going to take? How many attaboys and walks around the block are you going to take? So do that like in your life. Each day, man, treat this like this is it. What I do today determines tomorrow. And every moment I ask myself, what is the best use of my time right now? And if something is not the best use of your time at that very moment, don't do it. Now, when we do that, it's not always a materialistic thing. You know, those of us who are parents, we realize something. With children, love is often spelled T-I-M-E. Many times children don't have the ability to see the love that you demonstrate by providing the wherewithal, providing a solid home, you know, food and shelter and all those things. Kids don't really work on that vibration. Kids want to know, how much time do you spend with me, Dad? How much time do you spend with me, Mom? And when you talk to your kids later in life, one of the biggest beats is, you never had time for me. I remember a friend of mine, he said, look, I spent my life working 3 jobs so that you could live in the house you live, so that you could eat, so that you could go to the schools you go to, so that you could wear the things you wear. But the child didn't see it like that. All they saw was T-I-M-E. So when I say, what is the best use of my time right now? To be very balanced in your assessment. Not just talking about money, but quality of life. Sometimes the best use of your time is to stop doing and just breathe. A friend of mine was in an accident, and I was telling her, I said, listen, you know, stop what you're doing. Don't continue, you know, you're healing, don't continue what you're doing, but let's spend time in the healing process. So the best use of my time, of her time right now, was to do a healing meditation, to visualize and see her body being whole and healthy. So from moment to moment, ask yourself, what is the best use of my time right now? And then act accordingly. Start each day with a positive mental attitude. Visualize and focus on your goals. I'm a meditator. Every day, 9 o'clock a.m., I do my meditation from 9 to 9:35. Now, the fact that I do it every day is critical. You see, once you do it every day and get into the rhythm and the habit of doing it at a particular time, your body, your mind, your psyche begins to get into that rhythm, and it helps you do it. Once it becomes a habit, you don't have to think about it. You have to say, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Your body is automatically programmed. 9 o'clock, you're sitting at your meditation chair or whatever you use. Carefully make your plans. Write them down in detail. And I tell you this, if you want to get excellent and incredible results for the rest of this year, each night, and don't wait until you're sleepy, perhaps before dinner. I mean, perhaps after dinner, but definitely before you get tired and sleepy. Write out your plan for tomorrow. Make the list of the things you want to accomplish. Schedule the time when they should be done, and be aware of the time it takes to do them. Hear what I'm telling you? If you do this for the next 21 days, don't even worry about 30 days. If you can do that for the next 21 days, and I'll challenge you. Let's do that, folks. I'd like to hear from some of y'all. For 21 days, make a commitment today and for the next 21 days. Tonight, you lay out your plans for tomorrow. You make your list of things to do, and you do it for 21 days. Carefully make your plans, write them in great detail. List the things that must be done each day to accomplish your goals. List the time they must be done, the schedule of the time, and how much time they're going to take. Use every moment of every hour effectively to produce desired results. So each day you go down the list. Number one, and I like to put my list in a time sequence, but I also like to make what I call a priority list. So I may have the schedule of things to do today, but I'll have my A's. My A's are those top priority. You got to do this, A. Then I have my B's, my next priority. And what that says is during the day, stuff happens. I mean, stuff that the other day, the light people came and turned the lights out. They said that they had to change the transformer and it would only take 10 minutes, 4 hours. So you have to look at, okay, if that's the case, then let me do the most important thing that should have been done over those 4 hours. Let me get that done. So once you have your list of things to do, the time, the schedule, that when they must be done, allow enough time to do them, and then give them a priority, then you act accordingly. Use every hour of every day to execute your plans effectively and produce desired results. At the end of each day, ask yourself the daily question. And this is where you mark your own papers, kids. Did I do everything I could today to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? I'm going to read that again. Did I do everything I could today to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? And your goal is to answer in the absolute affirmative from which there is no excuse, no doubt. And the answer is yes, I did everything I could with what I have to do it with. Yes, I did everything I could with what I have to do it with. Folks, it's an evolutionary process. At the end of that first day, maybe for the first few days, you'll set out to do 10 things and only get 3 or 4 done. And when you ask that question, did I do everything I could today to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? You can judge yourself now. It's important at the end of each day to monitor your progress, because you only get better when you monitor your progress and you can evaluate the results you got that day. So at the end of that first day or that second day, you say, you know what? I'm overexcited. I'm putting too many things on my table. I'm putting too much on my plate. And adjust accordingly. But now when you adjust from the bottom up. In other words, those A's, those B's, those most important things, you never remove them unless you have good reason to. You know, maybe in your assessment, in your planning, you didn't really understand how things work on that deal. You know, I was planning a shipping program and we were shipping books one day, and when I just assumed that the UPS was like the post office. This was many years ago, and I had my people pick up, we had a ton of books and go rushing out to UPS on a Saturday, and they're open, but the office is not open. So we brought all those books back. So, you know, there are times you learn that and you adjust accordingly. The point is that today is your great opportunity to create the life of your dreams. Each day through the end of this year and into next year, what you do through this year, take it and magnify it next year. But each day, plan your day the night before. Make a list of the things you do. Schedule when they must be done. Be aware of the time they take. Allow some wiggle room. That every 2 or 3 hours, I interpose an hour where I don't plan anything. Just because I know the reality of life, that stuff happens. Once you have your list, as you start that day, read that list over completely at the start of the day, and during the day, refer to it 4 and 5 times. One of the things you'll find is you'll be amazed at how quickly you forget what's on your own list. But as you read over 4 and 5 times during the day and work by the list, that's another commitment. Commit to work by the list. What good does it do to make a list, schedule the activities, and then don't read it over? Don't follow the list. So commit to follow the list, and at the end of each day, monitor your progress, evaluate your results, adjust accordingly. Anything that does not get done today, look at moving it over until tomorrow. Sometimes you find that the things that didn't get done today really didn't need to get done at all at this time. You could take it off your list completely. Say, you know what? Let me focus on the A's, the B's, and the C's, the top priority activities, and then the others will take care of themselves. Whoa, when you can do those things, when you can write your plan, when you can follow your plan, when you can live each moment saying, I did the most important thing that I needed to do this moment to get where I want to go, then you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Just take a deep breath. Focus on that. Thank you so much, folks. Remember, today is yesterday is tomorrow. Today is your gift from God. What you do with your day is your gift to God. Visit our website, www.herbertharris.info, and check out some of the free goodies. Also, those of you who'd like to be interviewed to talk about your challenges and your victories, be sure to schedule a call with me so we can discuss it. Folks, this is your Monday, your Motivation Monday, to do what you want to do, be what you want to be, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days. Come on, everybody. All right, folks. See you on Wednesday, folks.